Hello people of YouTube, in January 2024, Signe and I had some friends over. Roll the intro. That honestly might just be the stupidest thing I've ever made in After Effects, but yeah, Frank, Lis and Eilidh flew all the way over from all of their respective countries, the Netherlands, Denmark, Scotland, to come and stay with us for a week. The impetus of this friends visiting extravaganza was the fact that Daniel Sloss, a comedian from Scotland, was gonna come to Trondheim on his Europe tour. First we invited Frank and Lis. Lis has been in Norway for the last half year, but because Norway is a stupidly lanky country, Lis had not actually come up to Trondheim yet, so this was a great excuse for her to come over here, spend some time with us, and watch a cool show. Frank probably was just looking for an excuse to come up because he just comes up every now and then, and this was a good excuse. After all of this had already started rolling, I saw that Eilidh posted on her Instagram stories that she was looking for someone to go to Daniel Sloss with. Now, like I said already, Daniel Sloss is a Scottish comedian and Eilidh lives in Scotland. This made sense, but since we were already gonna go to Daniel Sloss here, I figured, hey Eilidh, we're going, do you want to join us? And Eilidh said, yeah, let's do it. All in all, we had a very delightful week. The show Daniel Sloss put on was absolutely fantastic, and this week as a whole was the only thing in January I actually filmed. Outside of this delightful week, January was spent first being sick and then just working. That said, this week itself was absolutely packed to the brim with stuff to do. First up, before Eilidh arrived, Frank, Lis and I went bouldering in my dingy little bouldering center. We have a tendency when guests are over, particularly Frank, but just in general, to cook a lot of food and do a lot of baking. Frank also likes baking, and he put together what you are witnessing here. These abominations were supposed to be cinnamon buns, but they were so butter-filled that they kind of melted in the oven and became a bit crispier than cinnamon buns usually are. Ultimately, they had more of a resemblance to Scottish butteries than actual cinnamon buns, but sweet like cinnamon buns. They were very weird. I think Frank and I were the only ones who ate them. I like them though. Bouldering session 2 was done after Eilidh had joined us, because both Eilidh and Lis do climbing, as well as Frank and I. There's a brand new bouldering place that opened in Trondheim called Grip Klatring. And Grip is one of those bouldering places that actually looks like a bouldering place you see in social media. It's clean, it's new, it's well maintained, it's bright. It's everything my regular bouldering center isn't. It also has actual rope climbing, including auto belay stuff, which up until this Christmas I actually did very little of, but now I've tried it a couple of times and I really like it. The challenge is very different than in bouldering. It's much more muscle and stamina heavy, and less tricky when it comes to problem solving and technique, which is where bouldering is normally more challenging. Anyway, this was good fun. It was really nice to see the new bouldering center. It's been here for about 2 months and I haven't been. I've kind of been saving seeing it for the first time until I had some people to go with. So when this opportunity presented itself, I just could not leave it.
Wait, I'll start at the same time. 3, 2, 1, go.
Just like at Christmas, we went for another campfire hike, or båltur in Norwegian. The weather was very weird. It was much warmer than it'd been all week. It had been 16 below zero and now it was about 2 or 3 above. But at the same time, it was also incredibly windy, which made this båltur a whole lot less pleasant than it was supposed to be. It took a lot of effort to get the actual fire going, and then when it finally was going, we didn't want to stay that long because we were constantly pelted in the face by bits of snow. But we made the best of it. We had some hot dogs, some hot chocolate, spent some time outside, and I got some vaguely cool slow motion footage, although despite it being slow motion, it doesn't look that slow because the wind was insane. The roaring fire was literally roaring like a jet engine. It was a bit sketchy.
It just keeps going as well.
It's like, I'm so nice and warm.
Do you want to tell the people of YouTube what's happening under the sleeping bag?
There's a dog under the sleeping bag.
I should stop wagging now.
Happily wagging.
Tricky! There you go.
Oh,
Oh no. The sleeping bag's are rising.
oh god.
Oh no. So what's your thoughts on our first non-adult supervised campfire hike?
I think we've done well, but it is a little cold, a little windy today. Not the best day. But we've been here for what, like 45 minutes or something like that. Tested out our gear. It's been good.
Fire's almost out.
Fire's almost out.
We're about done with our hot chocolates.
And I was about to say pancakes, that's not what we had. Our hot dogs.
Yep,
The
indeed.
dog is ready to leave.
The dog is ready to leave. Eilidh, do you have any thoughts?
I feel it is very cold.
Fair enough. We will go home soon. Nice. Frank?
Hey, I miss my marshmallows.
Yeah, we left those at home. That was not really ideal. Saga was pushing up the camera, so so great.
But I enjoyed myself. Made
Nice.
fire, walked on the lake, ate hot dogs.
What more could you want?
Not that much.
Marshmallows.
Sure. Good end.
And then they all went home again and left me and Signe to just get back to our jobs. As I said, this week was the only real thing that happened in January, and it was absolutely delightful and kept the monthly review nice and tidy, I think. In February, I am recording this on February 10th, there isn't much happening either, except I'm going to the Netherlands on the 21st. So the next monthly review will also consist of just 1 week instead of a whole month. But that's how it goes sometimes. So, people of YouTube, I'll see you next month. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to push one of the positive buttons down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.